types of sites, or there's natural footfall. They're near stations, they're near retail, and they've got and they're convenient, and they're good clean boxes, and that's really their their mantra really. If there's something that doesn't quite fit that model, then they'll try and offload it because it's more trouble than it's worth.
And did you have a view either when you were at LA Fitness or as part of the sort of the Pure Gym integration process after the acquisition as to what the theoretical potential for the number of boxes for this low-cost model that could sustainably exist in the UK? Like how much, if this is
well, you've got,
are we in the early stages or are we getting close to saturation, I guess is the question.
No, we're probably at about the halfway point. I mean, there's about circa 600 or so in the UK, of which Pure and the Gym combined have got, must be nudging close to 300 or just over. And if you look at the market, look at the Pure put a statement out quite recently talking about their view of the market was it could sustain quite comfortably 1,200 operators, bearing in mind that you've got 300 quite, reasonably sized 15 to 20,000 square foot.
Yeah.
I'd say premium low cost, but you know what I mean when I talk about Pure and the Gym. Yep. And there's a lot of other single site operators or franchise operators operating out of, 8 to 13,000 square. They are very different models, and they are, they are surviving. I'll put it that way. I wouldn't say they are profiting. And they may wither on the vine, and they will wither on the vine if Pure or the Gym find a high street site that is close by. They'll take it and they'll just run the local operators out of town. So there's almost a market in these other areas ready for them to take, and they'll take it off the premium operators quite comfortably. So I think it's not just limited to the low cost. Where there is high density and there's already a successful full service gym model, they will go there, and they will win business quite quickly. They have been a bit like in their early days. They were exactly like a sort of a locust breed. They park themselves as close as they could to some premium operators, find a better location and a good clean box, and they would take business away very quickly. Because they operate for profit almost immediately because of the way they do their build program. As you know, if they don't open with if they open with less than 3,000 members, that's a very disappointing launch for them. They'll try and open with 3 to 4, and they have a long countdown lead time, as you probably know. And they're very slick at it. It's quite a slick sort of pre-opening model and a yielding up model, which is linked to speed of joining. The sooner you join, the lower your initial price, and then obviously they can walk everybody up as and they don't need to do a price rise per se to existing members. They use the natural, and this is where the model works really well, as you'll know. The natural attrition, the speed of attrition, as long as you can keep filling the bath up, you just reprice all new entrants. You never need to talk to your old, because over time they will disappear and you naturally yield up. And everyone's paying an admin fee, which is the equivalent of a month's dues anyway. So long as you can, velocity of churn is fine, so long as you can keep pace with it, so that the bath's always filling up or not slowing down, you're always improving. And they always strike, and of course, they strike a good deal with the landlord day one. So that's the very, as you know, it's quite a simple version of their model, but it wouldn't surprise you. I mean, that's the sort of the holy grail and the virtuous circle going the right way. They don't always do that, but that's the aim.
That's the plan. Yeah. And
from what I've seen.
Is your sense that for Pure and Gym Group, I have not. At some point, I'll have someone do like the Google Map overlay of locations, but just at a high level to get your thoughts, is your sense that the two of them operate as a sort of negotiated truce where they are not purposely trying to invade each other's boxes and steal members in sort of a bloody war? There's sort of a natural or unspoken agreement that you operate on that side of town, we'll operate on this side of town type of agreement, or are they much more aggressive than I might think?
They're pretty aggressive. The property guys at Pure are. I mean, they'll never tell you they've got this unwritten oligopoly going on between the two of them, but they to be fair, they can compete in quite close proximity to each other very comfortably in certain. I guess where they really do well is they're very attractive to student markets because it's low cost.
Okay.
I mean, I've got 3 sons who've been through uni, and they have all and they